Law enforcement just got a big apology from GoFundMe. The online fundraising platform issued a statement after campaigns supporting Rodney Hinton Jr. racked up donations over the weekend.
It's hump day and nothing makes me happier than GoFundMe doing the right thing, apologizing to the Cincinnati police and canceling that bullshit GoFundMe for the father who couldn't raise his child. So the streets did, and now they're all paying for it. Rodney Hinton Jr. Hell yeah, God bless.
So this man had his GoFundMe deleted. But when I tell you why, people are calling it a modern day eye for an eye. So Rodney Hinton Jr.'s son was unalived by a cop in Cincinnati. Instead of waiting for justice, he took matter into his own hands. He allegedly ran over a police officer. So some people were trying to raise money for this man's defense. But GoFundMe, they pulled that plug fast. But meanwhile, some lady who got caught on tape calling a little boy the N-word who had autism, she raises $500,000. And her account's still up there. One gets sympathy and cash, while the other one gets shut down and silenced. Same platform, completely different energies. Should Rodney Hinton Jr. be allowed to raise money? Or did GoFundMe make the right call?
I'm not going to ever go against or take back whatever the fuck I said. The same way y'all applauded Kyle Rittenhouse and damn near tried to make him a Nobel Peace Prize winner for his actions, which were unjustified, which were wrong, which were horrible. The same way y'all supporting that white lady Shiloh that had the audacity to spew racial slurs to a black kid that she claims tried to go in her 18-month-old's diaper bag and steal something that she claims she needs protection from to justify her actions for calling a young black kid a racial slur. And y'all are supporting her GoFundMe and she set it at $1 million and y'all already have her set at $429,000. Give me a damn break. Same way y'all support bullshit like that, we are supporting Carmela Anthony as well as Rodney Hinton Jr. Fair exchange is not no robbery. The black female officer that is escorting Rodney Hinton Jr. out of that courtroom name is Officer Durham, and she is getting a lot of backlash and treated unfairly by her own counterparts and co-workers within the Cincinnati Police Department. And you expect me to feel sorry for y'all? And she's still handling y'all with grace when I would not have, considering the ignorance and BS that we have to see on the daily coming from y'all end. That is a black female officer doing her job. She deserves better. Get out of y'all goddamn feelings and cry me a river because we don't care. I stand on that.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Awake in Africa and I'm your host Demo. So today guys, I have a question, and let us be real, because in this conversation for today, it's not just a reaction video. We're going to talk about something very deep. So let me ask you something. When does grief become a crime? When does seeking justice for your child become a punishable offense? And more importantly, why does support for black pain keep getting silenced while support for hate gets millions? Today we're going to talk about a story that has sparked outrage across social media. Probably you've seen it. A story that reveals the uncomfortable truth behind GoFundMe policies and perhaps society's own double standards. There is this guy, Rodney Hinton Jr., a grieving black father whose son was reportedly killed by police. He now finds himself at a center of controversy. A man who, according to reports, retaliated in a moment of unimaginable pain by killing a police officer. Supporters started GoFundMe to help with his legal fees and to honor his son's memory. But guess what? GoFundMe shut it down. Not only that, they apologized for even letting it go live. Meanwhile, we've seen fundraisers for people caught using racial slurs for individuals who committed or accused of acts of hate, and yes, for like Kyle Rittenhouse, not just stay online, but raise hundreds of thousands, and even millions. Like for this woman who tried to raise 750,000 US dollars, Shiloh Hendricks, who used the N word on a black 5-year-old autistic child. So this is about condoning violence. It's about asking deeper questions: who gets to grieve, who gets to be humanized in pain, and who gets erased the moment they don't fit the acceptable victim narrative. So it's like, who is the victim here? So if you're a black person going through pain, probably you don't become the victim. The victim becomes the person who, like, the victim becomes the villain, right? Or the villain becomes the victim, whichever the case. So guys, let us jump straight into these clips. Let us watch them to the very end, and then I'll be back as we react and talk and discuss more about it.
Rodney Hinton Jr. has a GoFundMe up and the police officers are pissed. Rodney Hinton is the one who was accused for unaliving the deputy in Cincinnati, the one who unalived his son for a stolen vehicle incident. Breaking news, National Police Association tweeted out on X, "Hey, at GoFundMe, this fundraiser for the killer of Hamilton County, Ohio's Sheriff Deputy Larry Henderson violates your policy and needs to be removed." A GoFundMe titled Justice for Rodney Hinton Jr. and his son has raised more than $5,000. The goal is to raise funds for Rodney Jr.'s attorney and for his son's murder. A separate GoFundMe titled Help Honor Ryan Hinton's Memory and Seek Justice, which aims to help the 18-year-old family seek justice for Ryan in the form of legal representation and proper memorial for his life, has raised more than $7,000. And since we're talking about policies and rules and regulation, my question to you guys, what was the same energy when you have a white tea lady right now that's profit over $300,000 for bullying and harassing and racially cussing out, calling a kid a racial slur? She was able to raise more than $300,000. Where's the same energy and all the laws that we have written to make everybody equal? Why do we have so many sundown towns? Why do we have so many of them all around the United States? So you want to talk about laws and what violates what?
So we gonna let GoFundMe just take Robert Hinton Jr. shit down like that? So we gonna let these racist ass platforms just take Robert Hinton Jr. shit down because they say that his family violated their terms, so they can't even have a GoFundMe. But this white girl can have a, you know what? It's posted in the link below. This is how you can fund Robert Hinton Jr. Posted that Gary Clay guy, and that's how that was the same one that white lady went on there and got that $600,000 from. 600,000. That's the real one. GoFundMe, y'all racist, man. Y'all don't want this black man to have no, man.
Just saw a video on my For You page. Once again, they took down his GoFundMe account. The judge ordered for it to be taken down and was saying that he will be pursuing the death penalty. But we have yet to see anything happen to the man that killed his son. We have yet to see any investigation actually go down about the man who killed his son. This is getting out of hand. I feel as though the judge is biased due to him being an older Caucasian male, and I am going to say it just because as many police officers as they had in that courtroom, I have yet to see a case where the suspect who was Caucasian get treated like that. Get treated like someone that is an animal locked up at a zoo with all of these bystanders watching him. Get treated as though his life does not matter. Get treated as though he just doesn't, like he's just a menace to society. Like he didn't just have one of the worst things that could happen to somebody happen to him and his family. His son was gunned down by a white Cincinnati, Ohio police officer who claimed he was scared for his life due to this 18-year-old boy having a gun, which we have still yet to see. I'm not understanding. The puzzle pieces aren't fitting together, and 2 + 2 is not making 4.
I just want to say that every person that's black in America need to right now stand up for Rodney Hinton. We need to make that man a GoFundMe. If that white girl can get on GoFundMe and disrespect the little black girl by calling her the N-word repeatedly and being recorded by calling her the N-word, then we need to get on here and we need to make a GoFundMe for Rodney because we need him protected, man, because that's black love. Them police came to that man's house, told them that they unjustly gunned his son down. That man didn't wait because we already know what waiting and got us. We don't get no justice in court, so wait for what? That man reacted right then. That's black love. He shows you what we willing to do for our people. If y'all gonna go out there and let that white girl get damn near $300,000 for calling that black person the N-word, start a GoFundMe for Rodney Hinton.
So guys, I want us to break it down. Rodney Hinton's son, Ryan, was reportedly killed by the police. And let's pause there. He was killed by the police because this is just any tragic incident. This is a father losing a child. to what many see as a symbol of systemic violence. When the legal system fails to bring justice and that father reacts again, not condoning the violence, but his reaction becomes the only part of the story we focus on. Not the pain, not the history, and not the trauma. Supporters try to raise funds for his legal defense, not bail, not escape. Legal representation for a memorial and a memorial for his son. Like this guy, his son was killed. He was arrested, taken to the court of law. The son is still in the morgue, like he awaits his burial. So this guy, the supporters came up and tried to raise funds on GoFundMe, and it was only meant for legal, for the legal, for the legal. It was only meant for the legal representation and the memorial of his son. But what does GoFundMe do? They go ahead and block that that fundraising. So GoFundMe response, shut it down, apologize for it, and end of discussion. So I want you to look at this and just try to stay up. Kyle Rittenhouse crossed state lines, killed 2 people, and raised millions. This woman caught on video using a racial slur against a black child raised over 750,000 US dollars. Police officers accused of brutality, no problem. Campaign stay, hate group supporters, campaign thrive. So what is GoFundMe really saying here? That grief is only valid when it hits the whites. Maybe that's the point of GoFundMe. That justice is only defendable when the victim fits a certain narrative. So guys, as I try to wind up here, this story isn't just about Rodney Hinton Jr. It's about the broader message being sent. Black pain, silence it. White violence, fund it. It's that simple. So we're not saying that any act of retaliation should be praised, by the way, but the inconsistency here is just, it's not only troubling, it's just dangerous. Like, it's crazy, man. So when platforms like GoFundMe claim neutrality but their actions show otherwise, it amplifies the same systemic inequality that led to these tragedies in the first place. Let this be clear here. Supporting someone doesn't mean endorsing every action they've taken, but denying that support while allowing others, even those who've spread hate, to benefit. That's a reflection of bias. And GoFundMe isn't just a company, it's a mirror of our society. And right now, the reflection looks more than broken, by the way. So if you believe that all pain deserves compassion, if that's what you feel, if that's what you stand for, like all pain deserves compassion, then I'll ask you most definitely to hit that subscribe button, touch that like button, hit that bell, leave a comment, tell me what you think. This is Awakened Africa, being your host for today, Bemo. Peace out.